What's good, y'all? Welcome to another video of Christ the Muscles. And for those of you who are just discovering this channel, this is a faith-based channel. It's also a fitness channel. So if you see me talk about faith and you see clips about me working out and stuff like that, that's because they are both intertwined with each other. I just want to read this passage for you guys. So this is Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 10. Whatsoever thy hand findeth to do, do it with thy might. For there is no work, nor device, nor knowledge, nor wisdom in the grave, whither thou goest. So what is this passage talking about? So this passage deals with the ability that we have to do whatever we put our mind to. And it also refers to that there's no limit of what you can do with your body. And we, as humans, as people in general, we understand that we tend to change our minds constantly, and we tend to do certain things in our own way. Understand that we are all operating off of the mindset, and the mind is very powerful when it relates to setting our goals health wise, and it controls it controls what we do on a daily basis. Let's say we have a habit that we do daily. Let's say you watch TV. Let's say you play video games. Let's say you are playing cards. You're into board games. Whatever hobby that you have, and you do it frequently. We know prematurely that we're gonna do that specific hobby, but even the day before we even wake up, the night before, we plan it out. We know eventually we're gonna get to that, right? So let's imagine us setting a goal, like we're gonna go to the gym and we're gonna go for 45 minutes to an hour a day, 4 days out the week. How long do you think it would take for you to make that a habit? It probably would take a couple months maybe, but the point being is that if that's something that you really want to do, you can make it happen. You can make it to where you don't even think about it. You don't even contemplate going whenever. The day before, whatever plans you have, you don't even have to second guess yourself if you're gonna go to the gym. You just do it. And it took me a minute for me to get to that place. I'll just tell a little bit about my journey. So I started working out consistently since August of 2018. And before that, I've always had this goal to be this bulked, ripped up guy, and to have a lot of muscles, and to obtain a certain body type that I didn't have at the time. And every time that I tried to set out to do something, to go to the gym or to work out, I would do it for a period of a week or 2 weeks at the most. But that was before I made the decision for myself that I'm gonna do it no matter how I feel about it, and I'm gonna make that commitment. And that was the difference between my mindset back then, before I started going consistently, and my mindset now. It was just a choice, an active choice of me going and doing it. So that's what I want to implore to you guys. It's a choice. Don't feel like you're a failure because you set out to do something and you didn't do it that day specifically. But I would instead of thinking that you're a failure for not doing something that you say you were going to do that day specifically, just say, okay, I may not have done it that day, but the next day I'm going to go in and I'm going to go even harder in the gym. I'm going to make up for the days that I lost. I want you to be in the mindset of, no matter what, I'm not going to quit throughout this journey. And if you guys just keep that mindset, if you keep that mind to continuously go for your goals and not waver, you're going to see the results. Guaranteed. It's going to be instantaneous. To the glory of God, he's the one that keeps you throughout this journey. And I definitely want to emphasize that, because if it wasn't for the grace of God, you wouldn't even have the wherewithal, you wouldn't even have the opportunity to do better for yourself. Think about that. If God wasn't patient with you and he didn't bring you out of all of those times where you said you were going to do something and you wavered and you went back or whatever, you would have been stuck. He's definitely brought us from a mighty long way. There's countless times for me personally where I've wavered on what I set out I was gonna do and I wasn't consistent with it, and I just continuously went back. But through the grace of God, I understand, and I know now that he's kept me through all of that, even when he wasn't pleased with me. I know that he's done the same for a lot of y'all as well. And I want to encourage you guys to just continue to fight, continue to stay consistent, and don't let yourself waver. Don't waver for anybody. Continue to fight, because this is a battle. This is a battle between your mind, your flesh, and your spirit. All of those things are intertwined with each other, but they are so different in many ways. And I believe that when we operate off of a mind of just glorifying him, glorifying God, worshiping God, all three of those entities of yourself can be connected in the best way possible. Remember what I said, you can do anything with your might. Nothing, nor the work, nor device, nothing is going to come against you. Nothing can stop you from achieving that. And God has given us the knowledge and the ability and the strength for a reason. So use it to the best of his ability. Use it to lift him up and see the benefits that'll come from that. Thank you for tuning into another video. And remember, he's with you always. God bless.